Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat and this is Catadactyl. So today I'm doing something that makes me a little sad and a little happy at the same time. So as you guys know, I have been doing a bunch of unhaul videos about books that I'm getting rid of because we are moving to Australia in November. Now, of course, I'm not going to leave my favorite books here. So I have two videos, this one and another one, where I have limited myself to 25 books that I want to bring with me. So today I'm going to cover 13 of those books, and then a second video later will be the other 12. Now, I know that you're like, how could you leave your book babies? But come on, it is so expensive to ship books. It's just so expensive. So I was like, right, only 25. You don't know how hard it was. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to say too much about each of the books because we have 13 to get to. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. So I do have a box that is going to be the box. One of my sweaters is in here just because I don't want my book babies to be all banged up, you know. But today is both a sad day and a happy day. So let's just go ahead and start. So the first book is a collection of beat poetry, which I really like. And I have underlined a bunch of poems in here, and beat poetry is something that I often read if I need just to like relax or get in a better mindset, so definitely coming with me. Okay, next book is a recent haul, and I hauled it specifically to bring to Australia, and it is a book of tiny nudibranchs. I will leave the link down to the video where I hauled this down below because I go into more detail, but I just could not leave this behind. The pictures are stunning. It's going to make an absolutely amazing coffee table book, and I think it's just beautiful. So I'm so glad I got this, and it's absolutely coming with me. Alright, next up is Coin Locker Babies by Murakami. This is a trippy ass book about two brothers who are orphaned in coin lockers in Tokyo when they are babies, and then the different way that their lives go on completely opposite trajectories. One starts dating a girl who has a pet crocodile alligator, and he goes to prison, and then crazy stuff happens, and then the other one becomes a weird rock star and crazy stuff happens. Basically, the whole book, crazy stuff happens. But Ryu Murakami is a really great writer. I heard once that someone said he's like the Rolling Stones of Japanese literature, so pretty true and absolutely coming with me. Okay, next up is Teeth by Hannah Moskowitz. Now, this is a merman story that will rip your heart out, but it was so good, very dark, and I really highly recommend it. This book came out of nowhere. I mean, like, it's just amazing, and I really recommend it if you like merman or myths or magical realism where it's really dark. This is a great book. Okay, next up is a book that I just read in August, and it is Comrade Loves of the Samurai by Ihara Saikaku. This one had a collection of stories involving lovers of different samurai, and it was really well done. Some of the stories were happily ever after stories, and some of the stories were like they all died stories. So it's totally a mixed bag, but I found it to be really just beautiful overall, so definitely coming with me. A lot of these books I'm also keeping with a mind to the idea that I won't be able to get them again, probably, because either they're rare and I've never seen them in a store before and I had to order them specifically, or they're from Japan and Japanese translated works are more common in the bookstores here than abroad. So, yep. Okay, next up is Borne by VanderMeer. I freaking love this story, and I loved his writing style. I love this cover. There's so many things to love about this book. I just need it on my shelves, and I want to take it with me, and yeah, I just loved this book. Okay, next up is The First Time She Drowned by Kerry Kletter. In this one, this is exploring a girl who just was released from a mental institution that her parents put her into. She goes to university, and she's trying to find out who she is, but her mother reinserts herself back in her life. Now, this book hit a little close to home, and I think that the way that the family dynamics were portrayed was really realistic, and I've never seen it portrayed that way before, so this is an absolute need to keep for myself. I don't know how much others may want to keep it. They might find it horribly depressing. Spoiler alert, it is, but I thought it was amazing. And next up is The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. So in this one, we're following a world where there was a green light in the sky. It blinded everyone who saw it. And then the Triffids, which are kind of like plants that have a spinning thing in the middle, they can sting and kill people and then eat them. So this book was kind of crazy. And also, I just can't get over this cover. Like, look at that cover. I will never find a better cover than this cover. So, yeah, absolutely coming with me. Okay, next up is The Quantum and the Lotus by Matthieu, Ricard, and Trinh, Xuan, sorry. And it's a journey to the frontiers where science and Buddhism meet. So one is an astrophysicist and the other one is a Buddhist monk. And they basically have a conversation the entire length of the book about the ways in which Buddhism and astrophysics overlap. And it blew my mind. I've read it multiple times. I've used it for university papers, and I absolutely need to take this edition with me because it has all my notes in it. So, absolutely coming with me. And next up is Autonomous by Annalee Newitz. This one is like a problematic fave. I do recognize that there are a lot of problematic issues in this book, but I really liked it. Like, even so. So the main character's name is Jack, and she is a biopirate where she takes very expensive pharmaceutical drugs and she reverse engineers them to give them to people that cannot afford the expensive real versions. And she has a submarine where she goes around the world, so that's awesome. And people are after her, obviously, because what she's doing is illegal, including a police officer and a paladin, and they may or may not have a relationship. And as you guys know, AI-human relationships are where I'm at right now. So this book, a lot of things about it really got to me, and a lot of things I've had problems with, but I'm just too much like intrigued by it to let it go. So absolutely coming with me, yes. And the next one will not be a surprise to anyone. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. This book is amazing. It made me cry like buckets. And I just found it so touching and just so well done. We are following two boys, Ari and Dante, and they're kind of opposite sides of the same coin. One is more outgoing, one is quieter, and one doesn't know where he fits in, and the other one is very, you know, popular and having like a pretty decent teenager life. And the ways in which they interact with each other is just so sweet, and their friendship is so strong, and when they both deal with different issues, their relationship has to kind of evolve and move with what is happening in their lives. So I just love this book so much, and it's absolutely coming with me, so no surprise. Okay, and another book is The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night by Jen Campbell. So when I bought this, I was so excited to get it, and then when I read it, I ended up loving most of the stories in here. So I think my average for this book was 4 to 4.5 stars. Some of the stories just stuck with me so much. I don't want to go into too much detail, but the girl aquarium story at the end was like, my god, this story is amazing. Also the one about the children who are blooming, oh my god, I would read a whole nother book just about it. And I do believe that Jen Campbell is writing a book about the girl aquarium, and I am living for it. I cannot wait to read that book. So this is definitely coming with me. Alright, and we're down to the last book for this video, and it is Hotel Iris by Yoko Ogawa. Now, Yoko Ogawa is a very creepy Japanese writer, so if you don't like dark or creepy things, then don't read this book. But if you do like dark and creepy things, then I really do recommend it. So we're following a young girl who works at her family's hotel on the seaside in kind of a forgotten town. And suddenly a man comes and he's causing problems. Her mother kicks him out of the hotel, and the girl becomes fascinated with him and decides to stalk him, kind of. And very dark things happen after that. So Yoko Ogawa is just one of the writers that is so atmospherically creepy that you don't realize everything is getting really dark and dim and that you're probably dying until, like, you're dead. If that makes sense. Like, she's not one of the people that pop out and scare you. It's like, the word choice especially is just like, whew, like so creepy, but so good. So this is absolutely coming with me, and Yes. So that finishes up today's books that are coming with me to Australia. So they're all in here. I will pack them nicer, obviously, for the trip because I have another video of the other 12 books coming. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button. That would be awesome. And let me know if you guys like any of these books as well. I'm just so excited to move, and I'm so excited for the books to come with me. It was really hard choosing the 25, but you gotta, because shipping is expensive. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will chat to you guys later. Bye!